My. We're having so much fun here on the radio. Let me tell you something. I've got a very special guest with me, and I've just got to say, this girl, she's so down to earth. She's so funny, and she's really gaining popularity right now over on TikTok. And her name just happens to be Becka Duke. She goes by Becker or _Duke fam over on TikTok, and she had a very eventful night. But she stuck it out, and she's here with me today. Goodness, I heard what was going on, and I'm like, wow, you could have just stayed at home and stayed in the bed. You deserve that, girl. But here you are on the show, and I really want to thank you for making some time for me today. I really appreciate it. So it's time to catch up with you. All right, we're live on the radio and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Becca, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm a little sleep deprived, but hey, we're here. That's all that matters.
I got you. So tell me a little bit about what happened and why you're so sleep deprived today.
Well, Mark kind of landed himself in the ER last night, but he's fine. He's at home resting, and so we're both a little sleep deprived, but hey, we're not going to let that get us down. I've got plenty of kids stuff to do today, like kids' end of the year parties, and they're expecting mom to check them out early. So
I got you. Life goes on, but I'm glad Mark is doing better. It's not exactly what you thought it was. Not near as serious as you thought. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And speaking of school stuff, I know last time we talked to you, you were getting ready to go into a talent show. So how did that go?
It went great. I was really, really impressed with all of the kids. My child was one of the ones that, danced in the talent show, but just seeing all of the talent at Aberville City Schools, it was really neat. There were a lot of singing ones, dancing ones, there was some comedy, and there was even one little boy that did, he knew all of the history of every single president that there ever was.
Wow.
So just a lot of talent. I was really impressed.
Yeah. Well, I know Albertville City Schools, they do such a good job there. It's called the Albertville Experience. They really believe in what they're doing there, and they're doing a great job at it. So
absolutely.
Awesome. So last night, I was perusing TikTok, and I came across your live. And I'm glad that I kind of led in. The break I did just before this was about pet sitting. And I understand you're kind of going through a little bit of that right now with somebody near and dear to your heart. And so I just want you to tell us the story about Marge and about the fish. And let's do this.
I'll try to get through this without laughing. Because, if you can't laugh, what can you do? So we're kind of pet sitting for our neighbors. And so they have a koi fish pond, and they also have a dog that stays outside on a wireless fence or whatever. And so I would go over there and feed their dog, feed their koi fish, but they brought their betta fish over to our house and set it like up on our counter. And I set it high enough that I was like, well, Marge won't bother it, you know. Well, she would get up and she would eyeball it. You know, she's a cat, you know, fish. And so she would sit there and watch it, but she never, you know, acted like she was interested enough to do anything to it.
Yeah.
And so yesterday, Mark was at home because he wasn't feeling well, and he apparently got up at the right time, and Marge, our cat, was literally in the process of knocking the betta fish enclosure over. And, I mean, you just I know you'd have to be there to really imagine this entirely, but if you can imagine, like, Tom and Jerry, where there's a fish flopping around.
Yeah.
There's water everywhere. He's calling me, you know, it's like the building's on fire.
Right.
Literally. So he's like, I don't know what to do, what do I do? And I said, well, just pick the betta fish up and put it in a bowl and then just rake all of the water off of the counter into the bowl. And so the fish is still alive.
Good.
Hallelujah, praise the Lamb. And we called the neighbors to let them know that, you know, while their betta fish was in our care, there was a mishap. And they were really cool about it. They were like, you know, it's totally fine. You know, things happen, and just keep it in the bowl. And so, yeah, It's in a bowl in our bedroom away from March.
Wow. You're so honest, too. Calling the neighbors up, telling them what happened. I don't know. If I were in your shoes, I might be calling PetSmart and getting a betta fish that looks just like it on standby, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. I did have a little bit of a wee meltdown because I was like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
How are we gonna make this right? Should we call PetSmart first? And Mark was like, well, let's just see what happens. And so I'm texting him like every 5 minutes, like, does it have X's over its eyes or what? But we're good. We didn't have to call PetSmart. The fish is still alive, and it's a miracle.
Gotcha. So Marge almost got a snack. Almost got a snack.
Almost got a snack. She's a tricky little thing. She is very curious and very, very sneaky.
Well, hey, I know that you are really gaining a lot of followers over on TikTok and on Instagram, and I know you're kind of converting those from TikTok to Instagram, and you're doing a little bit of a contest. Tell us about it.
So I have gained a lot of followers on TikTok, and all of my followers are great. They always have great affirmations for each other, for me. And, like we talked before, they love that, I just put the real out there. It's just real life, whether it's a real life crisis, real life praise or whatever, it's just, real life stuff. So they really like that. And I decided that I would do a giveaway. So I share a lot of beauty products that I use over on my TikTok. Hair, makeup, skincare, even clothes that I buy. And so they love that too, that I'm just a normal person with a, just a regular job. And, they buy these things too, and they want to know. So I decided to do a giveaway with my favorite products, So if they follow me on TikTok and they follow me on Instagram, that automatically enters them into the chance to win, that little giveaway. So I'm excited to do it.
Yeah, that's fun stuff. And I need to ask you this, too. How do people get in touch with you over on Instagram? How can they find you?
So my handle, of course, is my birth name. My birth given name is Becka Duke. And generally everybody just, I have a public profile now, so everybody can follow at this point. And then if they want to get in touch with me, they can send me a message. It'll go over to my request if I'm not already following them. But, and I have gotten a lot of messages over there, so everybody's been really sweet. Everybody's really nice, and I really appreciate that.
I'm glad that you're so generous and you're so positive, because in that live last night, I watched a few people get a little weird on you. And sometimes you just got to kick them out, when they're really being like people from out of state just think that everybody in Alabama just has no idea what's going on. It's crazy. I was watching those comments, and sometimes you just got to boot them. I know.
Yeah, I am needing, I've got to assign some new moderators. And if you don't know what a moderator is, they kind of sit there and watch your live, and anything that's unwanted or what I call inappropriate. And most of my followers know what I don't typically put up with in my live.
Right.
So they will, they have the authority or the abilities to mute those people or block them for me. So.
Well, you're very gracious in doing it yourself, too, because last night, you gave them 3 or 4 chances. You even said, hey, we're all about positivity here. We're all about being positive, having a fun time. And so I love the way that you handled that. So good job on that. Yeah. So do you have any merch yet? Do we got any whole buffet T-shirts out there yet?
We don't yet. I've got to, I was a graphic designer, and so I'm trying to kind of decide what route I want to go as far as I want to do something for both men and women, so that everybody can have a little bit of merch. Yeah. And so I've got to get with somebody about that. And as soon as I have it in my hands, I will put it out there for everybody.
Awesome. I can't wait to get a hold of it, because it's going to be some fun stuff. Yeah. Good.
Absolutely.
I've been noticing, though, you picked up a little bit of a catch line from a Disney character here lately. It's in those moments where you feel a little goofy. What is it that you say? How does it go again?
I go, gorge.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Becca
Yeah.
Duke, thank you so much for carving out some time for me today. Really appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. All right.
You're always a really good host, Stephen.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'll let you go. You go take care of those kiddos and have some fun with the end of the year parties and all that. And we'll talk with you soon, okay?
All right. Thanks, Stephen. Have a good day.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Oh, a big thank you to Becca Duke for making time for us today. She's always so much fun to talk with. And hey, you know, if you just heard that on the radio and you'd like to maybe share it with some people, we would love for you to do that. It's actually on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We did a live at the same time, so you can go on over there and do it. And yeah, if you're not following Becca Duke yet, why not? She's really a lot of fun. So go check out her channel on TikTok and Instagram. You could even get involved with that giveaway. It's really a lot of fun. All right, back to the music that you love. I've got Crowder within the house right now on the Lifeline Morning Show on your 88.5 JFM, making your day better.